Hi everyone, so today we'll be trying out Spellbinders Stitching Die of the Month for June of 2024. I did a whole unboxing of the deluxe caboodle that has all the different club kits and the bonus item for this month, but I'll go ahead and link that video in the description box if you'd like to check that out. But we're going to jump right in today with the Stitching Die of the Month, the stitched ice cream, so very straightforward, that's what it is. So we have our, ice cream scoop here. I mean, you can stack up scoops, that'd be really cute. Background, of course, the inlay, so you can do your stitching. Same thing with the cone, it does have a background piece, but then it also has these two guys to do the actual stitching on top of that. They are not inlays, they'll just kind of sit on top, so that's just a background piece, which is really cool. And you have a little cherry, you have a little accent piece for this guy if you want to use that. You also have this little accent on the bottom of the scoop. And then you have a couple of sentiments, so have a sweet day and have a cool summer, and the die that'll cut that out for you. So we're just going to jump right in. I love pink, so I'm thinking strawberry ice cream, like we got to do that. And then I'll just grab some tan color for these, the cone portions, and like an accent color for this guy. And some thread and needle, and I'll be right back. Or embroidery thread, right? Or embroidery floss, I suppose is what it's called. I will say that these items were sent free of charge from my review, and of course, all opinions are my own, and any links down in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you're purchasing items to those links. And if you're currently watching, that means that these are available for new signups, if that's you. If you're new to Spellbinders, or to at least this club, or however, you can definitely sign up to receive this month's kits up until I think there's a blackout period at the very end of the month. And if you're an active club member, you get 10% off the Spellbinders site automatically. Once you're logged in, you'll see the prices already reflecting that. So I will be right back. Some scraps of paper here that we'll use, but real quick, I'm just going to use making my card base, which if you're making your own, for A2 size 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. And then I grabbed some of this paper from the Picket Fences 6x6 paper pad, if you guys remember that one. I don't know if it's still available there. The Spellbinders, but it was one of their like club kits from before. So 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. That's the kind of sizing I like. If you like, 4 by 5 1/4, mat the whole card, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm going to go ahead and just glue that one down. Okay, I'll be right back. So there we have it. Oh yeah. It's funny, I grabbed some paper, but I forgot. I usually like to do a background piece on this, plus the inlay, and I don't think I have enough of this one to do that. So, okay, we'll just do that. I'm just going to cut this for the accent piece. It's just like a piece of pearlescent kind of coral colored paper. I'm going to cut this from a background color. So I can probably get it from here, but yeah, why not? Just have some background piece. I'll just do this with the little polka dot paper. That's fine. So I'll run that one through. I'll also run this through some glitter paper, because why not? We have a glittery ice cream. Tape that down so it doesn't move. I'm going to run that through, and that'll be the one we stitch. With this guy, I'm going to do a dark brown. Just run through that. I don't know if this is going to show much, especially if we do the other little cuff, so, you can run this through, but I just don't know that I'll need it, so I'm just not going to do it. So we'll have that piece, and then these guys right here. And I'll be right back. There's just some tan colored cardstock. So we have accent piece. I did have it just enough to cut that, which is nice. Debating what colors. I think what I'll do is bring out like a kind of a brown colored embroidery thread for that one. Embroidery floss. Sorry, that's our background piece. Because what happens is you can kind of see through the little dots to what's behind there. So I always like to do a backing piece, and then this guy. And I used to always take time to pop out the little holes if they weren't popped out. This one came out perfectly, but as you're stitching, you're going to pop those holes out anyway, so you don't really have to take time to do that. And how cute is this anyway, even if you were just to cut the basic shapes, to make your little ice cream, and then with the accent pieces. I think it's really cute. So if you don't want to do any stitching, you definitely have some nice shapes just to make ice cream with. Okay, well, let me grab the thread and we will get this stitched up. Okay, guys, so I just went to my stash. I always have my beautiful Spellbinders kit here from the Advent calendar, and it holds all these nice things. I do have gold and silver in here, so the gold would be really cute, maybe for your cone, But I just picked some colors from my stash here. And debated if I should use pink or brown or however. I like this brown too, the dark brown, but then I thought, you know what, the light creamy color, I think it looks really nice, so we'll just go with that. This one doesn't have a lot of stitching, so if you want to just leave this all 6 strands, you can definitely do that. The hole isn't super big here, but you are going to go in and out all around this. So, something to think about. And I usually grab like a yard at a time, but whatever makes it easy for you. And I am going to go ahead and split this to 3 and 3. There are 6 strands of thread in your embroidery floss, so I just did 3 and 3. And as I pull it, I kind of keep my finger here to keep it apart. I just kind of pull. It does want to wind up and do fun things, but that's just how it is. Just continue to pull that apart. Hopefully the other strands don't get stuck together. Here we go. We're almost there. Just keep pulling them. And once you get to a certain point, it'll just come apart, but you do have to be a little patient. This is how I do it. If you do it some way differently, you know, do whatever works for you. There. And let's go ahead and get this on a needle. They're both super easy for stitching. These happen to be the embroidery needles that come in that kit, but it's just basically tapestry needles, number 24, if that helps you out. And just kind of get that in here. And again, you can just tape it down on the back, or you can put a knot. A lot of times I prefer to tape it. And having said that, I'm like, ooh, where's my tape? You know, we have tons of them from all the kits that, you know, I used to have with the Spellbinders when the card kits would come in. And then when I need one, I'm like, where are my flat ones? And then I find them later, of course, without a doubt. Okay, you know what? I'll just use some regular tape. Actually, yes. This is not the strongest tape, the breast craft tape ever. That's the whole point. It's for like die cutting, but it'll do the trick here. So I'm just going to bring it through the back, up the center. And you don't have to double this over. If you double it over, you're back at 6 strands, right? So just bring it in like that, and then, you know, tape it down wherever it makes sense. So I'm just going to tape it there. Super easy on this one. You're just going to keep going around and around. So from here, I'm just going to go up, back through the center. You always want to do it systematically so it looks really nice. You know, sometimes I'll go in the back and I'll kind of come out this side and then go down if it makes sense. But for this one, you're just going to want to just go around and around and around. So it just looks nice. You can tell the difference with your stitching if you're doing something different every time, or if you're systematically going through. So here, back up the middle, to the next one. I'm just going to go around like clockwork, but I mean, if you wanted to go one here and then come up this one and then go this one, this one, this one, this one till you come out. It does make a different look in the very center the way it comes out. Anyway, I'll continue going around until I get back to this here. Just keep going around. Okay, so here we're at the last one. I'm just coming up the middle out here, and then you can just tie it off at the end. I mean, here I can really just go back through that same piece, but if you go kind of in here, and then you can tape it down again. So I'm going to leave a little bit of a tail and just apply some tape over that. And let me get the brown going. Cute. And you can kind of see it kind of did like a swirl, because again, I went one and then just systematically went around. So that guy. Let me get this guy separated it on my needle, and I'll be right back. So for these guys, really easy. I mean, you can do like a little pattern if you like, but it has like little embossed lines, basically showing that it should go up and down. So I'm just going to start in one of these guys and just down to the next one and up. I mean, if you just want to do a little pattern across here, there's different ways to stitch things up, especially if you just look at them and think, well, how can I do a different kind of pattern, right? So I mean, you can just kind of stitch across here, back stitches, and that's the look, you know. But right now I'm just going to go in there, down at the bottom one, and with this one it's not going to matter, so what I'm not going to go back up to the top because that just wastes a ton of thread. So for this one I'm going to go to the one right next to it, keeping a little bit of a tension, right? So when we get there, pull it a little bit tighter, go to the top one, and then from there, I should move this scissor because I keep getting caught on it. I'll move over to the next one, and then down, right? So you're just wasting a little bit of thread in the back. not wasting, because I mean obviously you have to use it in this way to get this stitched up, but you're only leaving a little bit back there. So then I'm going to give it a nice taut pull, and back here it's just like the smallest little stitch. So with this one I'm down here, I'm going to go the one next to it and keep going till I get to the other side. And I guess I should have thought to come down a little closer, huh? Okay, we're at the end here, and again, like that's still there, but when I poke it through it just goes away. Alright, so we have this guy. This one's a little bit different, so I'm just going to not tack it back through because that wouldn't make a ton of sense. Oops. I'm just going to tape this down in a way that holds it nice and taut. And oh, nope, we don't want that showing. Okay. So, tape down the back. Oh, I hope that wasn't too blurry. I just realized I was up here because I was used to working up here. Sorry, guys. So we have that one. And then this guy, again, this one does have a crisscrossing pattern. If you want to, again, just trace it out. So I'm going to start here. I might have to switch out because this one's going to use a lot of thread. Let's get this tacked down. I just have little pieces of best ever craft tape that I used for die cutting, and they're here. So if you just follow the pattern, whatever you like. You know, I started in the middle, and maybe I should have started at one of the edges or ends. This one keeps getting caught into little knots. I don't know what's up with that. So there, I can go to the one right next to it. Right, this guy may pop up and come across. So I'm going to do all the stitching that goes in one direction, and then you're going to go back and do the other direction. This was silly. Okay, I'm going to go up this one. Yeah, I should have started on one of the corners and just gotten across this way more naturally, but oh well. Okay, so here we are, which again, I can just take it apart, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go up this one and come up this way to this one, the one that's next to it. I'm going to go up the one over here and come down here. And then I'm just going to go the one next to it, go this way. And then I'm going to come across to this one. That's just what I'm choosing to do. You do not have to do that. It's going to be all crisscrossy in the back already. There's the front. There's the back. Okay, the one that is opposite it there. And since we're already here, what I'm going to do is go ahead and finish up here because I can go here and then here. Actually, I'm not going to finish up there. That's a lie. Let's go back over here. And then this one, and now I can come up this guy, and all we have left is a little dot in each area. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting that I already closed up. So let's go up this one since we're already here. And I mean, again, we could have started in one of these corners. I'm just going to do the same thing. So now I'm going to go all the way across to the one opposite it. And just do the same thing I just did. So I'm going to go to the one next to it and come up this way. And then the one opposite over here, and go down the other way, and I'm just going to crisscross just the way you see. So it's definitely one side's going over the other. If you want to do more of a nuanced look, you can do one way the other way, one way the other way, and it's going to add up in a different way, you know? But that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go to the next one, come here, finish it up. You're done at this corner where you have the one bit left, but you have these two, that's it. There's nothing else to do here, so I'm just going to go down to this one and finish it up. Try not to split your threads like I just did there. And that's it. Look how cute. And then we can tack this down. I have plenty of thread, so I thought I was going to finish it up, but no, it didn't take as much as you think. It's a small area, you know. So I'm just cut that off, and I have this much. Again, I start with about a yard. I always just kind of eyeball that, but to me it's about a yard. I'm just going to put a little tape to hold that down. Now, how do you like to glue these things together? You can definitely use dimensionals in between the layers. That looks really nice. I'm going to go ahead and just glue this down. Of course, this glue has been giving me attitude because it's at the very end of its life here. It's very, very empty. I like to do that. And then I put some weight on top, so what I do is I'm going to give it a moment. I'm going to go ahead and glue this on because why not? this piece. That way it's all one. So cute. And I'll do the same thing with the other piece, but what I do is I'll take that and I'll take something heavy. I'll even put a machine on top in just a moment, so I'll put that on top of there to hold that down for now. Same thing with this guy. I'm just going to glue these guys down. Sorry, actually let me back up a little bit at this point. So on this one, I'm going to put the glue on here because I don't want to really glue in the little holes. And there's a lot going on here. Tons of glue. Holding this one to this one. And tons of glue here, 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 here. Especially on the sides, around the very edge. Pop that guy there. I think they just fit right on top of each other, yep. So there we go. And I will put weight on top of both of these at the same time with a machine on top. Keep that weight down. Let me see. Have a cool summer, have a sweet day. So I think what I'll do is I'll run this through. If I can find more of that same shiny coral, I kind of ran out. I'll run this through that together. A lot of times this does actually poke out the lettering, so you might want a piece behind it. So maybe I'll just run it through some white paper and then through like a pink paper, but hopefully a corally, shimmery paper. And I'll be right back. Okay, so let's check this out. Cute. And I just ran this through actually a shiny pink that I have here. So yeah, I can see how it kind of perforates the lettering. Sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and just glue those two together. And it perforated perfectly, so that's really nice. If you still have some little remnants in there, I usually take like something like a pokey tool or whatever and just kind of clear it out. You can just kind of get in there and it'll just take it away because it's such a small area that actually on that W you can kind of see that there's like a little extra paper there. So if you just kind of poke in there, it'll just kind of clear that out. And that's gone now. Okay, maybe a little bit on that E. Just the smallest little piece of paper that gets stuck in there. There. Okay, so I will just glue these two together and I'll be right back. So let's bring everything together. We have our cone. I did put some dimensionals on the back of this and on the back of our little sentiment there. And I think that looked really cute. So I'm just going to put some glue on this. Hopefully. There we go. And maybe like right in here. You can definitely put a couple of, you know, how many scoops would be really cute. Maybe a slimline with a whole bunch of them, that'd be adorable. I'm gonna put that there. And that's why I didn't go with that brown cuff or like an extra little bit. You're gonna cover it up anyhow. Just depends on how you're playing these things up, you know. So that's pretty cute right there, I think. That looks straight-ish. Maybe move that over a little bit. And then I put some dimensions on the back of our sentiment also. Oh my gosh. I mean, you can definitely... I kind of wanted to put it on here. Oh, that's so cute. Debating, because that's adorable there too, but I feel like I should put it here. So, have a sweet day. And there it is, guys. Really nice focal point. I mean, it makes a really nice size motif design there. Let's see. It's, I mean, depending on how you stack it up, but it's almost 4 inches tall. So, really nice. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending these items for review. I will have images coming up. I'll have the links for all the individual clubs and the deluxe caboodle in the description box. And I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.